Hey guys, Cover today in our YouTube video, and I'm going to do the patch note tier list. Oh my god, I already have it right here. Okay. By the way, we're going to do a small quick rundown. I know I'm a day late, but there were some slight changes on this patch. Small bell with nerf. Kinda expected. Champion's pretty OP if you know how to play her. Click got reworked. I don't know if this is a jungler, but someone let me know in the comments below if he can be played jungle. Because I know he's more of a bruiser now. Master E, Q damage reduced for low AD builds. Okay. Pantheon, well, lobby admin over here got a 15% nerf on monster damage. Does that make him weaker? No, not really. I'm pretty sure this champion's still going to be OP. Should still be A or S tier. Rek'Sai. Base armor, armor growth decrease, W knockup, lookout, decrease at higher ranks, E deals adjusted true damage are adjusted. So, they're trying to make Rek'Sai stronger, that's all I know. Oh, well, they nerfed her a bit, actually, technically. Yeah, I have no idea. To be honest, this champion, I think it's a complete IQ test in the game. Or it's like, not even IQ test. It's like, do they remember how to play against Rek'Sai? This champion feels very useless. If you don't get lower 3 invading, if you don't get to gank a lot, specifically lane and boom a lane. So, it's just a very one-dimensional champion. Very easy to play against. So yeah, I'm not a big fan. Oh, that's it. Oh, what a small patch. Okay. Where's lobby admin? Still think he's S+ tier. One of the best champions in the game to play. Very strong clear, very strong fighting. Is somewhat tanky. Has good items. He actually doesn't even scale that bad. Very strong global, semi-global ultimates. So well-rounded champion. It's just a really well-rounded champion. Like, you can't really argue against it. Another good champion you guys can play is Volibear. Again, very strong clear, strong items, strong skirmishing, pretty tanky. Scaling was depends on enemy comp, but you know, it's really mid game, very strong. So, very good champion to play. Now let's play a champion in A tier. I mean, you already know I gotta add the A+ tier. A+ tier if you OTP. Because if you OTP these champions, they're very strong, you know? So let's fill it out a little bit. Talon, pretty strong if you can play it. Lee Sin, I would say, is also very strong in Italy. If you OTP these champions, they're very strong. Same with Rengar. They can be S tier even at times if you know how to play them. I think Kindred, very strong if you can understand how to play her. I will put her OTP level, I think, for the average player. Same thing with Kha'Zix. Shaco, one of the most annoying champions in this game. So let's just talk about one by one. Talon, if you understand how his volatility works, his kit works, and just being able to abuse his cheesing, because like he can just wall hop. If you snowball this champion, he's very rich in the game. He can pretty much like clear everything and kill lanes perma. Like he has like no downtime. Lee Sin in Italy, very high mechanically execute champions, but they're very rewarding to play if you play them well. Of course, they're very hard to just like pilot, but you know, with experience, if you OTP them well, they can be very useful, especially the higher you go, where volatility and just pressure, these champions are really good at. These champions will teach you the fundamental of jungle, but you know, you have to be really good with your hands. Rengar is one of the hardest champions, I would say, in terms of decision making. I think, to me, mechanically, I mean, people think he's a very hard mechanical champion, but to be honest, it's mainly just decision making. Mechanics wise, like, I mean, once you get a hang of it, it's pretty simple. But understanding how to make good decisions, when to jump in, when to ult, when to split push, when to gank, when to invade is very important. Kindred, you need to be very good mechanically. You can make as many good decisions in the game, but if you're not able to execute the team fighting well, because you are a marksman champion, you will just lose a good portion of your games. And if you cannot execute this champion mechanically, champion might not be for you, or get better. Kha'Zix, same bow as Rengar in my opinion. Very simple. Well, he's easier to play in terms of mechanics, but if you have good decision making, very scary champion if you play the macro game. He's very useful throughout the game too, if you don't get behind. His evolves are very strong, especially his W evolve is the reason why he's even able even able to be played in like higher MMR because WoW is very OP to group. So I will have a Kha'zix guide coming out very soon. The same guy I know I talked about a couple months ago. I will finish it. I promise. Shaco, I actually permaban Shaco. If you guys didn't know that, very cringe champion. My guy is just level 2 invading me while I haven't even finished my first camp. One of the most annoying champions to play versus. I actually it's just a headache. Like it's so annoying to play against them actually, and like they're just like hoping their cheese goes well. Otherwise they're just outscaled. Like this champion is just perma ganking, giving just completely annoying you in the game. It's just such a. I don't understand how this champion is allowed to do these invades, but yeah. Oh, I don't want to go on a rant on that one. What's another OTP champion? I feel that's like it, no? Oh, it's like Kiana. Kiana's one. Very great scaling champion. If you understand how to team fight with her, she's very OP. She's one of the best team fighters in the game, to be honest. Because her river fighting, like her ult usages and her like element usage, is very, very nice. I'm gonna put Viego A tier. If you have a lot set up and the enemy comp isn't completely high range, they're semi-range, they want to fight a lot, they're a lot of bruisers, Viego is very good in those type of games where he can just play for himself and play to reset. Same thing with Wukong. Very great champion. But Wukong is like, he needs to scale a bit more. He needs like 1-2 item. He needs like levels. He needs like level 10 plus. And he becomes very, very strong. After that, I think Xin Zhao, S tier champion. My guy, this is just the president of useful. You can be low on gold. You can be low on gold, be useful. You're just a strong frontliner. You have one item, you're good to go. If you get gold, if you're rich Xin Zhao, you're just unkillable and you can kill everyone on the enemy team. Champion is just too insanely OP. You're just always useful. Same thing with Trundle. You can play on low econ, you can play on high econ. Like, you pretty much spike on your first item. Trundle, one item plus ult, very useful. Just runs around and fights people. Just a great champion overall to play. Very good for low elo too. And these champions, all 4 of these champions, very great to play in lower elo. If you're like a plat player, gold player, I would play these champions if I were you. If you don't want to play the more difficult champions and have a more like a difficult learning curve. Zed jungle. I mean, another OTP champion. I think anyone is able to do clear with practice, but the reason why I think it's difficult for people to really win on Zed is that you just like his clear is so simplified. Like it's the skirmishing that matters. If you know how to play the team fights, know how to use your ult, your W, and have good energy resource management, so you just don't run out of energy while you're fighting. You're just gonna choke on this champion. Simple as it is. Next champion. I think Evelyn's OTP tier. Yeah. Just Evelyn. Poppy. Jarvan. Okay. Both another OTP champion. If you copy the guy on any ladder who goes by Knights or who has other IGN, but you just need a perma invade on this champion. You're very strong at level 2, level 3. Like you pretty much beat a lot of champions 1v1. And you just keep stealing their non-buff camps. So what I mean by that is that, you play for this, play for the Raptors, you just keep clearing these. The buffs are like not worth to do unless you have smites and you have like, you're like planning the base or you just want like the quick gold injection. Oh, wrong one. Kha'Zix, I think, is S+ tier, but he's only S+ tier if you have Kiana, Akshan. I mean, it's mainly Akshan. If you're not Kha'Zix, Akshan, this champion is just so bad, I feel like. I mean, he can be decent, but he needs like these 80 champions in mid lane. So, I'm just not going to put him on the list because like he is OP, but yeah, if you don't get those, he's not that strong. Same thing with Ivern. I know in previous tier lists, I always put these champions S+ tier. But if these two champions are not paired well, so like Ivern, the pairings he wants is he wants bruisers on his team, double 80 carry, comps, people that can go in, melee supports. Like if you have range support, like you're just annoyed. You can also play like AP Ivern, but I'm not really well versed in that one. I don't understand. Well, I do want to like see how it feels, but yeah, AP Ivern is a little more self-sufficient Ivern, but I haven't tried it yet. So maybe in the future I'll still play him S tier. I mean, he is S tier, but yeah, I don't know much about it. Amumu, great. I think he's a great new champion. He can go AP or tank. He can be useful. I think Briar can be strong, but you have to OTP here. It's a very different learning curve compared to other champions because it's a complete decision-making champion. Because like, you kind of just press your button and just let it play. Like, you don't need to do much after that. So knowing which fights are great and understanding like the fights you can take, I think is very important. Because I do think she's very scary when she gets money. She actually seems very tanky. She has abilities that heal her a lot, and she has like her E button, the one that pushes the opponent or the enemy champion up against the wall. So as freaky as that sounds, the Fury, I think the Fury just doesn't feel that good anymore. I think after all the nerfs this champion has taken, if you're not getting kills early game, it just feels very useless. So it's a complete dupe stop champion in my opinion. So I'm gonna put her B tier actually. Graves, terrible champion. Why play Graves when you can play Kindred? This champion, if you're not Jeff Bezos in the lobby, is one of the worst champions in the game. You literally need to have infinite gold. That's what I literally mean by Jeff Bezos. You must be Amazon's say more. Like, I don't even know. Like, people who think this champion's like better than Kindred or like the same, like, I just don't understand. Like, this champion requires too much gold, and to me has no real one con if you're not invading early and able to get like very high gold bases. Like, guys, Kindred like can always scale, you know. She has marks and stuff, but Graves doesn't really scale unless you're ahead of the opponents. Gwen. Let's put Fiddle on OTP tier because he's very strong if you understand how to clear and know how to use his ult. So yeah, there's that. Vi, B tier. Champion has got a lot of nerfs. I think it's not worth playing solo queue. Sometimes hard to get level 6, and even if you get level 6, if you don't have good champions that pair well with Vi, let's say you don't have like Akali, Ari, Talia, you know, Galio, you know, like Ambessa, Gwen, you know, diving in with you and like playing with you, champ just feels bad to play. Warwick, I'm gonna put him OTP tier. As funny as it sounds, because I do think Warwick, you know what, let's put him A tier. I actually think Warwick is a great champion, but he has a very weird like learning period where like you kind of just need to understand like when you can fight and invade, and then being able to consistently pull that off. And he's very good at skirmishing too, right? So yeah, Jax, I'm gonna put him A tier. I actually like playing Jax jungle a decent amount. It's really good into champions like Xin Zhao, can be okay into Trundle, probably okay into Volibear, okay into Viego, you know, like if you're worse an AD champion in the jungle, I mean your 1M is good and like you scale very well. Like you can always take fights, and your E, the one where you don't take damage from auto attackers, like it gets blocked, you know, it's a very strong ability. So very good into auto attacking based comps. Yeah, usually you don't want to play Jax though into AP champions, I would say. Because AP champions use abilities, they don't really auto you. Nunu. I'd like to put gankers in like B tier. Because to me, like, champs like Nunu and like, it's not a ganking champion. I'm missing one. Am I like tweaking? Where's the other like ganker I'm like thinking about? Oh, like Elise, Nunu. I mean, to me, Elise is just better than Nunu at all. No, most of the time, because she can actually carry. Nunu can't really carry unless playing AP Nunu, but I don't know how reliable that is. Same thing with Poppy. Poppy's good if you have a lot of like dash champions. Oh, like Rammus. Yeah, Rammus, Nunu is like same boat. Like if you're not able to perma gank and your laners are not able to capitalize off it, carry you, I just don't like those champions in solo queue. Pretty much. Like Elise at least can always carry. She has a lot of damage in her kit. You know, someone like Agron that likes player. Same thing with Jarvan. Jarvan can also carry too. These two champions are very great in solo queue. Well, actually, if anything, Jarvan's an S tier champion. I think Jarvan can be played into pretty much anything. He has very strong early game presence, strong items, strong mid game. You know, he can pretty much be played all the time. Nocturne. I think Nocturne's in a great spot. Get level 6. He's kind of like a Vi, but the reason why I think he's better than Vi because Nocturne can actually fight early game compared to Vi. But Nocturne's like early game skirmishing is actually not even that weak. You have a spell shield, you have a fear, and your damage is pretty insanely good. So that's why to me Nocturne is just a better Vi. But Vi, you know, does Vi things, but I'd rather just play Nocturne if I'm playing solo queue. If I was playing like competitive setting or higher elo setting, Vi is a great champion. Diana, I'm gonna put her in A tier. Great farmer. Do you think if you're gonna play a AP farming champion, So like the only ones are like that are Dana, Lilia, like Gwen. I would probably always play Dana over the others. I think these Gwen and Lilia champions are very AFK. They need to farm a lot. It's not just like, when I say farm, it's like you farm from one item and you can like fight and stuff. But to me, like Lilia and Gwen, they're not even that strong on like one item. Well, I mean, they're like okay. I mean, Lilia is stronger than Gwen in my opinion. Gwen needs a lot of gold. She needs multiple items. But like Lilia needs ult, but maybe she might need to farm more. Like she's just like more utility. Unless you have like you're ahead on the opponent and you have a very early Leandries. Like Gwen and Lilia takes a while to like kind of play and put them in B tier. Because I don't think they're that consistent compared to like Diana. Another OTP champion is Kane. If you know how to play both his forms, I do think he can be a great champion. But you just have to understand some games you are sending it to try to get form. So yeah, just be ready to those type of games. Rek'Sai, just like, I mean, I would just never would touch this champion. Just go play Nunu or Rammus. Like Rek'Sai is just a bad champ. I don't know how Mastery is, so I will not speak on Mastery. I don't know how good this champion is. A tier, Hecarim. I don't think you need to be an OTP to play this champion, but let's just put him OTP tier. But he's very good if you can clear well. Yeah, I mean, it's just a clear into gank champion, and then you just take any fight with Q, 3 stacks on Q. Simple champion. Udyr, yeah, I don't know what Udyr's level is, so I cannot speak for this. Cannot speak for Brand, Mundo, Echo. I kind of have to OTP him. Understand his ganking. Understand how he uses his kit well. Wow, there's a lot of champions I do not want to speak about. It's like they're kind of whatever. I mean, I can just put Scorner here. Like I would never play these champions in solo queue if I were you guys. They're like, not worth to play in the solo queue environment, in my opinion. Oh, you should only pick Gragas if you have Yasuo. Well, I guess Mundo jungle was like not bad. You know, Mundo jungle was pretty good. His clear is really good. Zac OTP champion, I would say. I think you have to just know how much damage he really does in his clear. So when I see people who don't play Zac play it, they're confused. Actually, when I see OTP Zac players, I mean, a lot of them are delusional, but like the good Zac players, like they win their games, and then like you have like the delusional OTPs who don't know how to play a champion. So yeah, A+ tier if you OTP well. Let's add that real quick. Olaf. Don't really know. I mean, that's it pretty much. Like, these champions are all kind of like whatever in solo queue, in my opinion. And then you have like the 2 gods, but I will not put them up because, you know, they're very condition based. So if you guys have any questions on the tier list, let me know. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the videos. Peace.